Pastors Liz Theoharis and William Barber are leading the campaign. Now thousands are heeding their call for civil disobedience.
You're illegally taking the street, up on the sidewalk. This is your first warning.
When do we want it? Now! When do we want it?
People who are poor, sick, or disenfranchised are determined to have their voices heard.
We don't get it. Shut it down!
There's a fire raging in our society, and we're willing to ignore the red lights of the current system until that emergency is solved.
It's Sunday evening in the heart of Washington. The people here are warming up for the mass rally. Many have come a long way, from Michigan, Alabama, even Alaska. The campaign is financed with donations. Otherwise, many couldn't afford the journey.
This country is a mess. This is not a great country. When we have over 140 million people that are in poverty.
We are real people, and we matter.
The original Poor People's Campaign was launched by Dr. Martin Luther King in 1968. According to Liz Theoharis, since then the gap between rich and poor has grown. She believes that with Donald Trump as president, the situation is only growing worse, and she insists that something must be done.
Take away our poverty, not our children. Take away this injustice.
Theoharis has spent 20 years working with grassroots anti-poverty groups. She had long wanted to launch a campaign.
If we do hear about the poor, it's to have, it's to race bait people, it's to divide people, it's to blame immigrants for the problems that everyone's having, and it's to say that poor people are lazy, crazy, and undeserving. When, again, 80% of Americans at some point in our lives will experience hardship. So, are all of us lazy, crazy, and good for nothing?
The next morning on Capitol Hill, Theoharis and her group want to pressure Congress to finally take action. They're demanding higher minimum wages, health insurance for all, and affordable housing. The initiators of the campaign say they won't get anywhere unless they shake up the nation. All of their demonstrations include personal stories, like that of Callie Greer. 5 years ago, her daughter died of cancer. Callie Greer says her daughter's treatment was delayed because she wasn't insured, and then it was too late.
That's what the nation ought to hear. These policies are killing people and mothers. Break this country's heart so it can be put back together.
The personal stories are the most moving and unsettling moments.
It's happening all the time, and it's like we're disposable people, we're invisible people. And I need for those people to come out and add their voice to this campaign and add their wailing to mine so that it continue to echo in this place so that it breaks these people's heart.
The campaign takes to the streets week after week, hoping to shock and galvanize people into action.
You will be placed under arrest. This is your second warning.
They're peaceful, but determined and well organized.
The body, the mind, and our community. Down with.
The demonstrators know they're likely to be confronted by police.
We are living in a time where real change is absolutely needed. And so I think the fact that in 35 states and in Washington, D.C., people are willing week after week to put themselves out there and to risk arrest and to engage in nonviolent civil disobedience shows the kind of urgency of now.
Every week, hundreds are detained, And every week, there are new headlines. Liz Theoharis says too many are suffering, and the time is ripe for a mass movement.